Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Facebook, and welcome to Good Morning Success. Actually, I didn't know he was doing that. Let's do that again. Welcome to Good Morning Success. It's basically a morning talk show that's inspiration for the driven, right, babe?
Yes.
As we are waiting for our group, our audience to join in. And by the way, we are broadcasting live where the magic happens from our home office, where it all goes down. Don't it go down, babe?
Yes, it does. All the time.
All the time, every day, all day. I knew you was going to say that. Listen, so today we have a very interesting topic, but before we jump into the topic, honey, why don't we take a second to introduce to the viewers exactly who we are. Some of our viewers will be looking for the first time. Hey, Yvette, good morning. So my name is Dawn Nicole. You guys may know me as National Business Growth Coach, but I go these days by a Secret Sauce Growth Expert, where my whole goal is to grow businesses and really grow the brand of you, whether you're in business or not, by helping you discover, develop, and market your secret sauce. And then I have my other half, my mate, my best friend in love, Demario McElwain. What do you do, babe? What do you do?
Yeah, like when people get frozen on the screen, they be...
You are not shy, so come on. Well, come on, babe.
Leave me alone.
Oh, goodness.
Demario McElwain, Secret Sauce developer, digital developer, basically known as your digital marketer for all of those who's looking to get that traffic online.
Right. So basically, once we grow your secret sauce, you and I in person, and really get you to see the value and the worth in what you bring, Demario makes sure that the right people will meet you and see you online, and that you look as epic online as you are in real life. Anyway, without further ado, what's interesting about doing this, this is really a purpose-driven movement that we are in, where we are helping business owners, because we thought we was going to talk about something different. Thank you for the thumbs up, y'all. We love the love. But today we want to talk about, is the same old thinking stopping you from getting into new doors? Where's my shaker? This is the Grow Getter Shaker. When we say something deep, I'm going to say it again. Here, babe, you're in charge of the shaker today, okay? Let me ask you a question again. Is the same old thinking stopping you from getting into new doors? Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Shelton. So I woke up this morning, honey, and as I told you, because I talked to you first, obviously, this was heavy on my heart because we were going to talk about something different, but there are a lot of people who want new results in life. There are people who want to make more money. That's always a given. There are people who want new types of customers. And by the way, I teach people to not think about it as customers, but think about it as accounts. There are people who want to go into new markets, right? There are people who want new experiences, and their constant prayer every day is, God, give me something new, right? Give me a new experience. How come I can't have what such and such has, right? How come I feel like I work harder, but I have less to show? Have you ever heard that?
Yes. Every day, all the day.
I think maybe one day we even, because, we're human. So the reality is, when that happens, I encourage people to start looking at, are you trying to carry the same old thinking, the same old habits? For example, if it used to be okay for you to be late, right? Because you're working with friends or you work with somebody who knows you, and so you feel that all you have to do is call to say, hey, such and such, I'm going to be a little late. That might have used to work for the market and the people you used to deal with, but you can't bring that same old habit into a new scenario and expect new results, right?
Yeah, but being late, who does that?
Are you trying to be funny? Because sometimes I'm working on my tardiness. So we all do it. Let's be honest. We all have been guilty. I'll raise my hand and say we've been guilty. But the reality is that when you start aspiring for higher heights and you want something different in your life, you really have to look at those same old habits that you have. For example, there are also people who are okay with showing up ill-prepared, because maybe that used to work for where you were, but what got you here isn't going to get you there. Would you agree?
It's true.
So whether it's being prepared for the next new position, whether it's doing your homework, doing your research, right? Whether it's not having a process, and this is deep. Good morning, Amari. Thanks for the love. Babe, we're going to say good morning to Amari.
Good morning, Amari.
He's out of Atlanta. He's a musician I was telling you about and longtime friend. Anyway, so it's very, very important for you to adopt a new way of thinking. For example, so many business owners will say, and not just business owners, but people, when you say, what's your goal? What's your aspirations? What's your mission? A lot of people have it all up here, right? Let's be honest. A lot of people carry everything up here. And even at one point, because it was just you and I working together, there used to be a time where we sitting right next to each other, I could say, babe, what you working on today? Babe, do you have this file? And you would do the same thing. As our market grew and as we wanted different revenue, right? Different revenue structures and revenue results, as we started to engage into 3 sectors, because by the way, now we do work for the government. We work with corporate partners and small businesses. We could not continue, we could not afford to go on using the same old thinking. So we had to create a process, right? We had to create processes, checks and balances, accounts, right? And an accountability check. So for example, now we have a living, breathing whiteboard that has all of our current accounts in the pipeline, potential clients onboarding, proposals sent, need to send a proposal, affiliate, targeted partners, prospects. You have to start to adopt a new way of thinking. What used to work for you is not going to work for you in a new way. But can you help me talk to them, baby, about the same old attitude? What about where people have processes and they have prospects, but they still have a bad attitude? Can you talk about that? I'm going to sip this tea while you do that. Sip this tea.
Don't they call it sipping tea?
They do call it sip. That's why I was trying to be funny.
A bad attitude while doing new things.
Here, babe, get some airtime. Hi, Audra. Okay, go ahead. It's all about you. Come on, babe. People got to go to work and
they're not going to work. They probably right. Already at work. And if you're already at work,
okay,
have another cup of coffee on me. Bad attitude.
Talk about it.
Well, I used to have such a bad attitude working with people. You know, I have a bad attitude. My attitude is, you need me, I don't need you.
That's the wrong attitude. Go ahead.
Why? Because I'm the one that can do the work. They can't. They call me for the work.
But they have options.
They don't have options. By the time they get to me, I give them the best option.
Okay, come on. The viewers.
But yeah, I'm just saying that you can't have a bad attitude moving forward. You can't have an attitude, period. You must humble yourself.
Ooh, say that word again. You have to do what?
Humble yourself.
Okay.
Because for every person that voluntarily give you money for the services that you are performing, you got to humble yourself because they didn't have to do it.
That's right, because they have options.
They have.
I know. I know you're the best option, honey. I'm just saying.
No other option.
Okay, but the reality is that some people don't know why they're not getting the results. And check this out, you guys. They have the connections. They have the talent. They have all the prep in the world. But the reality is they have a bad attitude. I'm going to mention someone, but I'm not going to call this person's name. Okay, so it's not a name. I'm not calling anyone out.
If I think of the name, I'll see it.
No, you won't. So
I'm not calling it though. It's not in reference to your series.
A couple of months ago, probably around October, I had a woman call me. She does not live here locally in Charlotte.
Shaquita.
No, honey, oh my God. We just lost, honey, what are you insinuating? Anyway, so about 9 months ago, I had a woman call me and she was from another state. And she called me and she said, Dawn Nicole, I have this business. I can't say what business it is. She says, I'm the best in this business. I'm the only black woman. This is so important. I'm the only black woman who can do what I do in this market. There's not much of us in this market. She said, I have the capacity. I have the collateral even, right? And I have the cash flow to get it done. But my problem is I start working with people and they just get on my everlasting nerve. And so she was working my nerve, okay? So this is our first phone call and she began to talk about how the people got on her nerves. They don't know what they want. And she was referring to her clientele. And so at the end of it, and then she also had a complaint around business coaches. Now, she wasn't talking about me, but she said, I know that I need work. I need help. She said, but I've worked with business coaches before and I feel like I just don't see the results. So I stopped her because see, what's the rule? What's the first rule about coming for me?
Don't come
is don't. And then rule number 2 is see rule number 1. Okay. All right. So what happened was I had to stop her and I had to say, well, first things first, your mindset. If you walk into this new relationship with me thinking that it won't work, this is already your perception of me and we hadn't done any work, then it's probably not going to work because the man who believes he can and the man who believes he can't are both right. Correct? Secondly, we don't need to work on the business. We need to work on you first, an attitude adjustment, because we have to get rid of that sense of entitlement that people have to come to you, especially as a black woman in a field where you are the anomaly, pretty much. You said that no one who looks like you is in this space and people have options. You almost have to go above and beyond a little bit to earn the trust before people really get to know what you're worth, correct? Right. So the attitude alone, it was very, very apparent to me in the first few moments that that was the thing that was really getting in the way and impeding her ability to grow. But she had tried all the business coaches. She had tried all the marketing. She had the money. She just wasn't having the success, and it had a lot to do with attitude. Remember that you could be as talented as you want to be, but if you have that same old stinking thinking attitude, it is not going to get you to the next level, right?
Right, because people don't owe you nothing.
Oh, okay, honey.
Nothing.
All right, so basically what people have to also do is be in a position where I want you to look at everything. So if you're in business or you're in a corporate situation where you're working, and even if you don't work in corporate and you want new results, I really want you to ask yourself, what are you willing to do and adjust? What are you willing to implement new to get to the new place, right? Maybe it's getting up earlier. Some of us want to lose weight, and I'm about to talk about it, baby. I'm about to talk about me just a little bit up in this thing. Some of us want to slim down, and their complaint is, well, I have to do these certain things. I don't have time in the morning. I got to cook breakfast. I got to prepare for the business day. Honey, I have to prepare for the business day. Then in reality, you got to get up a little bit earlier. I said you got to get up a little bit earlier. All right, I'm done. That's enough. So you got to get up a little bit earlier, okay? Maybe you maybe you have to stop going to all those networking meetings where your business customers aren't there. I'm going to say it again because I did this. Year one of business, honey, I was the party queen. I was at every single networking event, and then you had to ask yourself, do you want to be paid, profitable, or popular? Hit that shaker. You better hit that shaker, boy.
You got to not be a professional networker.
Well, you can, if you're a professional networker for your niche market and you know exactly what you came there for and what you want out of it, that's different.
If you're getting something out of it.
If you're getting something out of it, which you have to reevaluate that too. In reality, what I'm saying is, you guys, you never know who you need until you define what you want. You don't know who you need to know until you define what it is you want. So many of us are feeling like we got to talk to everybody. We got to meet with everybody. We got to just pick up the phone, right? And these people are sucking up your time and your energy. And it's not even really someone who can help you to get to the next level. Same old thinking. So what you have to do is really redefine, what do I want? And actually I'm doing this for a paid client on Wednesday. So I'll give a little bit of a teaser of my process. When I first work with someone and they're looking to engage into a new market, everything starts with what it is you want. What do you want? And then as a result of what you want, who do you need to know to make it happen? Not only what do you want, this is so deep. What do you want with this person and why, and what will you ask when you get them? So many people say, oh, I want to get on Oprah, right? How many times have you heard that, honey?
All the time.
Girl, my goal in life is just to meet Oprah.
Yeah.
My goal is to get on the Steve Harvey show. And then I ask, what will you do when you get there? What will you ask for? What are you requesting next?
Like this.
Okay, but my point is, you haven't thought through, all you've thought about is getting there. You haven't thought about what you will do when you get there. What do you want out of that meeting? So I help people to think through strategically. It's not enough just to say, I want to meet this person. What will you ask for when you meet them? Because their time is equally as precious as yours, right? What is it that you're asking for? So I help people to think through this. And so what we will give to you, because I do have a client at 9 o'clock, so I got to get up and go in a second. But what I want to leave you with before we go is that what got you here won't get you there. If it's being a little bit more on time, right, then get up earlier. If you feel that you are always tired and you don't have any energy, then change your diet, change what you do, walk a little bit more, and you don't have to run, honey. You can walk at first. A little bit of something is better than a lot of nothing. Okay? Oh, you better shake the shaker, boy. The spirit is using me. You better shake that shaker. Anyway, so all I'm saying is, and also let's take it from your heart and your head and let's put it on paper. Let's create a process. The beautiful thing about creating a process is if you do it right the first time, you only have to do it once. You only have to create it once. You revise it many times. All right, so many people are scared of work and they don't want to be managers, so they run from their harvest. Remember the pastor talked about running from your harvest? No, he said hiding from your harvest. I thought that was so deep. People hide from their harvest in many ways. They're afraid of failure, so they don't even take the shot. Right? I see that so often. People won't even send the proposal. People won't even show up because they're afraid of being told no or being rejected, so they don't even try. So what I'm going to encourage you to do today is, if you want different results, I really want you to approach your life and business differently. If it's getting up earlier, get up earlier. If it's putting the plan on paper, put it on paper. Define what you want and what you want out of it, meaning why do you want it? Okay, so I just want you guys to, and even if that means looking at yourself, do I need to adjust my attitude? Do I have the talent? Do I have the people, but I'm still not getting the results? It might be an attitude adjustment. Okay, I love you, but y'all know some of us do need attitude adjustments on how we see things, right? And how we look at things. And this one is really important. I'm going to leave them with this. Even if you've been working hard and you've been doing all those things and you still aren't seeing the results, instant gratification doesn't equal success. So even if you don't see it, but you're putting in the work, I want you to be thankful. And I want you every single day that you don't see it to say thank you. Just say thank you. Thank you for the gift of fortitude, the gift of insight. I thank him, whoever your most high is, right? Whoever your God or whoever it is, I'm always thankful even when I don't have it in front of me, because I feel like I still have something valuable. So I want you guys to be thankful today. I want you to plan, right, on purpose. I want you to be purposeful. I want you to wake up earlier if that's what it takes. Whatever you need, we can make it happen, okay? So let's stop with the same old thinking if we want new results. Thank you, Peter. I'm so glad that this has been helpful. If this has been helpful to anyone out there, show us some love. I hope this has been great inspiration for the driven. Honey, what will you close out with?
In the words of Russell Simmons.
Oh, God.
Thank you, and have a great Monday work day.
And we love you guys. And until next time, stay on the grow. Please share this with someone who needs to hear it. We love you guys. Stay on the grow. Take care. And welcome to Good Morning Success.